Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to episode 2 of the Womb Awakening, the Womb Elements. This is the Womb Air element, the etheric connection to the Divine Mother. If you feel called to watch episode 1 first, if you haven't already, I recommend listening to it simply for context, but it's not necessary. So you can continue with this video if you haven't seen episode 1. But if you are interested, follow the link in the description before embarking on this elemental journey of the soul in the womb air element. Okay, so to begin, the womb air element represents your soul's journey from the ethereal spiritual plane to earth. With greater understanding of this element and your time in your own mother's womb, you may find this video will help you to see hidden parts of yourself and to assist you in any healing. If you are on a path to motherhood, this video will explain your baby soul's journey in the elemental phase during gestation, a journey from spirit to matter, from the great fertile cosmic womb and into your beautiful womb space. What is the womb element of air? Well, let's first look at the archetype of air. In the tarot, this element is represented by the sword and is the realm of mental level of consciousness, the mind and intellect. It can be swift and efficient, blunt, or double-edged, used for both courage and conflict. As an element itself, air is an invisible lightness, yet can be extremely powerful. Spending time in nature, you might enjoy a lovely light breeze, cooling you and bringing a freshness to the air around you. Or you might find yourself evacuating from an area where there are high winds and tornadoes, fleeing from the ferociousness of the air. In the beginning, there was the Word, or Logos, spoken by our divine Creator with air and vibration to create life. This divine life force is in the very air that we breathe to this day. That is why breath work helps enliven the spirit and can help heal the body and mind. Powerful breathwork practices may even provide visions. Let's get into some little tidbits about air. The musical instruments associated with the element of air are all the air wind elements as you would know them to be the trombone, the trumpet, the flute, as well as the lyra and the harp. The guardian spirits are the swans, owls, eagles, hummingbirds, bees, fairies, anything that flies, anything that feels ethereal. The embodiment of this element is freedom, clarity, inspiration, and flexibility. The womb wisdom is conscious conception. This is at the very beginning of your pregnancy journey. The goddesses are Artemis and the White Tara. In a past life regression hypnosis session, I once met one of my spirit animals who's meant to assist me along my journey. And I saw this beautiful, stunning owl. And my hypnotherapist was like, "What do you see?" And I said, "I see an owl. Her wings are magnificent. She's so beautiful." And then she's like, "Well, what is her name?" And I said, "Artemis." Now, looking at all this research I've been doing, it's just so synchronistic. It's so beautiful. You just know that it's divine when you see that the animal associated with air is the owl and the goddess is Artemis. And that's the two that are guiding me right now. And it's just, there's no coincidences, only synchronicities. So it's pretty incredible. So let's dive deeper into the womb air element for our own healing, for our own understanding, but as well for our connection to our growing baby in our womb. This womb air element will help us understand the soul's journey and help us to return to a state of spiritual consciousness and connection to God. Or if you'd like to say source or universe, feel free to choose whatever label you'd like. And if you listen to episode 1, there really are no words to describe this beautiful creator. But there's a lot of trauma in the church for some people, so the word God is really hard. So if you feel comfortable saying source or the all or universe, it's perfectly okay. I was in the same position for a long time, refusing to say the word God, wanting to only say source or the universe, until I sat with ayahuasca, the Amazon jungle. I learned that God is a very beautiful word. It's just been very misused. but we want to return to the state of spiritual consciousness and connection to God. So this element of air is all about oneness and unity, feeling no separation from God, feeling no separation from each other, feeling no separation from our own soul, from our mothers, from our fathers, no separation, only love. When we were conceived, and when we successfully conceive a child, the soul is not yet fully within the developing body of the baby. The baby's growing body is infinitesimally small in the first few weeks of pregnancy, and it stays fairly tiny for the first month or two. There really isn't a vessel for the soul to fully incarnate into. So during this stage of pregnancy, the baby's soul is still halfway in the ethereal realm, the realm of the gods and goddesses, of the angels, of this beautiful, infinite, pure, unadulterated consciousness, and then also halfway into this material world of our womb space. In this initial stage of pregnancy, the baby is created with a female blueprint, which is why all humans have nipples. Men have nipples, but they serve no purpose. That is because the baby begins with a feminine blueprint. And during this stage, the baby kind of floats between genders of male and female in a co-gendered consciousness or unity consciousness. This unity allows us to embrace a divine masculine and divine feminine consciousness. And sometimes we can see as adults, some people have really lost this connection. It can be very toxic masculinity, very toxic feminist energy, and we're shunning or shying away from our divine counterpart, which we really need in order to be fully in balance. And as we develop in the womb, the body shapeshifts into many forms, very similar to animals, which in of itself is a very magical process that connects us to the entire web of life as a cellular reality that's connected to everything. You can see in images of the fetus that we pass through phases where we look like snakes and salamanders, even whales and monkeys. We even have a tail until it's absorbed back into the body at around 9 weeks of gestation. This passage through the animal shapes connects us deeply to the animals of this planet and connects us deeply to Mother Earth and all of creation. And we may find that we are more alike than different and come to respect animals as our fellow earthlings rather than just as insignificant objects, as some people do tend to see them. As children, our dreams are often very much centered around the animal world. And you will notice how children love their animal plush toys and love to be around animals. We feel a divine kinship with them. I just watched a TikTok video today, actually, of a little girl crying, holding a baby raccoon because she didn't want to let it go, because she felt that it was just so pure and loving, and she couldn't understand her emotions around it. The adults around her couldn't understand. But it is this deep, profound connection that we have. It is that unity consciousness that we retain as children until we're told not to, and we're told to believe in separation. But as we're developing in our mother's womb, this initial stage of development, this initial stage after conception, is all about unity and oneness. While in the womb, we are in a dreamtime state. The womb air element is a joyous experience of oneness, which we never really truly feel again unless we take sacred medicine journeys with plants like ayahuasca or get into trance states or transcendental meditation. A lot of shamans can do this without medicine. And medicine, I mean sacred plant medicines like ayahuasca, DMT, iboga, things like that. So in this oneness, there is no separation. There's no hate, greed, or desire to be better than what we already are. We recognize our wholeness. We recognize that we are love, and we are in a blissful state of unity and harmony with all that there is. When we are in the womb during the gestation period of the air element, we can see sounds, taste colors, touch smells. And this has been validated by neurobiologist Ramachandran and many shamans alike. We can do this, we can recreate this as adults if we can get there, shut down the ego, open up our soul. I have even had the pleasure of re-encountering this exquisiteness while in ceremony with ayahuasca. It's so freeing, so liberating, so whole, so beautiful. So until our brain begins to form, which would then bring in rational sense perception, we are in this ethereal, calm peacefulness between worlds, the realm of spirit and earth. If we hold any trauma in this element, if our own personal gestation in our own mother's womb was not peaceful, did not feel safe, we might feel like we don't belong on earth. We might crave to return to the realm of spirit. You see that in a lot of people who don't understand themselves, who don't feel like they fit in, for people who do take their lives or fall into serious states of depression. It's heartbreaking, but you can return to that divine love, that oneness that's within you, because it's never left you. So if you feel this way ever, it's a time for a reset, time for meditation, hypnosis, or sacred medicines like ayahuasca, all of which can help heal you and return you to that love and that oneness that's always been with you, only dormant. You can awaken and return to this love. So, as pregnant women, it is vital for us to ensure that we are feeling and thinking thoughts and vibrations of love while our babies are beginning to form in our womb space. Get intimate with yourself and your inner world. Intimacy is trust of yourself. If you feel like you're overwhelmed, perhaps taking a bath with some calming music and dim lighting might assist you in returning to this blissful dreamtime state, to return to love and lightness, restoring your wisdom as if your soul has been washed clean. It represents the womb area as well. It represents your time in gestation, being cradled and held by water. If you feel like you want to escape Earth and return to the divine love, just know that your soul wanted to incarnate here on Earth at this time so that you would learn to embody love while being present in this dense, heavy, materialistic reality full of dualism and hate. But you're here to bring love. You're here to find love. You're here to return to that love. The flow of the energy of air can bring you to a new level of consciousness and innocence once again. You will feel safe to feel passionate, love yourself, choose loving relationships, knowing you are worthy, and enjoy being in intimate relationships with yourself and others. So trust yourself and trust the Mother Goddess. We are more than our appearances. We are more than our accumulated wealth and possessions. We are eternal souls waiting for our human selves to wake up and return to the divine so we may co-create a harmonic life here on Mother Earth. When we are in balance with the divine feminine and divine masculine, we feel safe in our sensitive, empathic, romantic, soulful sexuality. The knight awakens in the male, the maiden queen awakens in the female. The holy grail of the uterus is honored and revered, and we can experience orgasmic sexual bliss that extends into everything in life. Life is meant to be joyous. All of life will feel lovely rather than distorted or fixated on egoic or materialistic things when we are open to the love within the element of air in our womb. We are then inspired, guided, free. We experience wisdom, clarity, unity, oneness, God consciousness, effortlessness, love. We can easily follow our soul's intended path for us. What is required is a shutting out of all that doesn't serve us, using our menstruation or miscarriage as a cleansing act of renewal, not an act of fear or disgust, but an act of clearing what no longer is needed in order to birth in new creations, new ideas, and healed children of light through our amazing, incredible womb portal. We can bring all of that into being. That's how powerful you are. If you plan on getting pregnant, or you already are and you're in the early stages, or you're almost at the birthing process, remember your baby's soul is dancing between the realm of God, of pure, unadulterated love, wisdom, and unity. So this is an opportunity for you as well to tune into this energy and return to divine love and presence. You are worthy of healing. And as you heal your ancestral line. You literally put a stop to all ancestral trauma, and your baby will be born with a clean slate. So allow your baby to retain their soul, nurture their compassion, their emotions, and love. Learn from them as well. Tune into their energy. Surrender to that energy, and also be a fierce protector. So feel the energy of God all around you, in the air you breathe, in the music you hear, in the smells of nature. And understand you can return to this love within you. It's just simply dormant. You just gotta wake it up. And remember that as your baby grows within your womb, you do your best to remain a pure, loving vessel for them, because they can feel your vibrations. Negative thoughts are negative vibrations. Positive thoughts are beautiful vibrations. Your cells are influencing your baby's cells. So if you feel like you're stressed or down, don't worry, because it'll amplify the stress. But take steps to revitalize yourself. Listen to theta brainwave music or engage in hypnosis session to enter the theta brainwave state. The air element is the theta wave. You usually enter the state when you are on autopilot, where you are in hypnosis or lightly dreaming or drowsy. Children operate in theta brainwave states daily, which is why many of them can see spirits, talk to imaginary friends, remember past lives. It's incredible. So find time to enter the theta brainwave state, or have a cacao ceremony, or dance, or yoga session, sound bath, take a cleansing shower, sit in a bath with Epsom salt, walk in nature, go barefoot on the beach, meditate, eat refreshing clean foods like fruits and veggies and green juices, anything that will realign you to your soul. Cut out all the negative banter, all the chatter, all the worldliness that seeks to distract you from your true self. Tune back into yourself. Tune into this air element, this ethereal, cosmic spaciousness. Clear your mind, clear your heart, and know that your baby in the beginning stages of gestation is flowing in and out of this divine realm all the time, which then your baby brings that into your womb space when they come in and check things out. You can feel that. You can tune into that energy. Be receptive to it. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Peace, love, and abundance to you on your soul's healing journey and growth, and on your path to motherhood.